Welcome to the bold analysis. Sabina Chege has finally been replaced as the minority whip, the deputy minority whip in the National Assembly, and that position is now going to be taken by Mark Mwenje, the Embakasi West Member of Parliament. In a ruling that was made by Speaker Wetangula just late this evening, today, Wednesday afternoon, Sabina Chege was replaced, and Wetangula had already come under pressure by the Azimio side, who had said that they were going to paralyze operations in Parliament if the Speaker will continue with the plan to protect Sabina Chege. And in a ruling, Wetangula confirmed her dismissal from the parliamentary role. Now, and in what he said, currently there is no bar against the decision made by majority party to replace its whip. In this regard, Mark Mwenje replaces Sabina Chege as the deputy whip of the minority party. Wandai had written to Moses Wetangula communicating the decision by Azimio to remove Chege as the deputy minority whip, a decision that was vehemently opposed by Jubilee MPs. The move to de-whip Sabina Chege had been backed by the party leaders of the Azimio affiliate parties and 130 legislators. And with all fairness, there is no way that someone will be a chief whip on minority side while he's working with the majority. And if there are extra privileges and is drawing some fortunes, then it is actually a waste on taxpayers' money. So Mark Mwenje has been replaced. This is it is a double loss for Sabina Chege. Remember, Sabina Chege faction with Kanini Kega even imposed themselves as the legitimate owners of the party, and Sabina Chege was actually picked as the party leader and Kanini Kega as the secretary general. With the fact that the changes were actually written there by the Azimio leadership on the Jeremiah Kioni side, it's a very clear signal that their side that was trying to do a coup against Uhuru Kenyatta has lost the battle. Wetangula had been protecting Sabina Chege for quite so long, and I think it became a little bit difficult to continue defending. A decision was made way back, and in September. Then Sabina Chege went to the court, some Kiambu court, got some injunction. It was never served to the opposition side, but the Speaker Wetangula used it to delay, and then it was challenged, and the court said they don't have the jurisdiction to listen to it. So Sabina Chege had an option. The option was he needed to go through the disciplinary to exhaust the internal mechanisms within the Jubilee Party, so that when they exhaust those ones before going to court. But it seems he did not go, and it became apparently difficult to continue. And I've been insisting that this is a clear signal that even that nominated position he's taking, if Uhuru's side will successfully be in a position to reclaim the party, they will initiate the process of removing Sabina Chege. Over the weekend, I think he was with Rigathi Gachagua, he was also with the Dorcas Rigathi's wife, and in the wake of this split, in the wake of political discourse going on, Sabina Chege has been hanging more with the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. So when they went to State House, because the betrayal narrative came immediately. The Jubilee team went to State House and they were perceived, and they announced publicly that they had crossed over to Kenya Kwanza, that now wanted to work with the government. I don't know how a nominated senator was going to bring development by working with the government. Maybe they did not understand. While what will be the value of them adding if UD already has nominated leaders or elected leaders from Mount Kenya? Then at one point, Sabina Chege and Kanini Kege said that they never lied to Kenya Kwanza nor Azimio la Umoja, that independent party. And on Monday, he was in Inoro calling out Kenya Kwanza on the cost of living, saying they need to stop calling the name of Uhuru Kenyatta and blaming Uhuru Kenyatta for the state of affairs in the country. So I said, at one point I said that Kanini Kege and Sabina Chege are just a bit headless. You know, they found themselves in the middle of nowhere. Sabina Chege has found herself in the middle of nowhere because the plan, or what was expected, was that he was going to get protection from the state. The same pooling, the same machinery they were given to go and have a coup on the Jubilee Party offices. They believed that that was going to happen. But the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, has also not been at par with some members of the executive. So if Sabina Chege was getting some support from State House, then I will show you, there is a podcast I think that I did today about Moses Wetangula falling out with Felix Kosgei. So there is a bit of that is not working. But two, fidelity to the political parties is something that had highly been discussed in this country. So I want to interpret this final decision politically, but before that, I want to humbly request you to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell and like our videos. Thank you very much for supporting the Bold podcast and also supporting our charity projects. Now, for this month, I know I've been receiving a couple of requests: hospitality, charity sick, school, and I wanted us to, as we get to November, of course, I'll try to pick one. You can also share with me already. I also have another one, some children that someone was telling me needed some wheelchairs, yeah, living with disability, not, I think, cerebral palsy or something. So we're also looking at that. So, but you can also reach out to me and suggest what can we pick for November so that we do something for the society. Now, this is a signal on what is coming on bipartisan talks. Bipartisan talks might actually bring, or rather, it's not what's coming, or rather the kind of stake in bipartisan talks. Over the weekend, Jeremiah Kioni team was saying that they will not resume the talks to iron out the issues and finish the work in Nakuru if Sabina Chege is not removed as the deputy minority whip. They said. But the decision has been made today on Wednesday, but on Monday they were there. So what does it show? It actually tells you that the state already realized we don't want, we don't want this. We want these talks to continue. And if it is the issue of Sabina Chege that can stop the talks, then let Sabina Chege pave the way. And that is, it shows you the kind of magnitude, or rather the seriousness in it. Because it was highly packed. Remember, in the bipartisan talks, there is a clause on fidelity of the political parties. The Turkana governor was hanging the president on Sunday during the Sunday service in where? Was it in Dagoretti? And some people are saying that politically she is trying to align because there was a problem of papers. Some people have been trying to make that. So the issue of fidelity to the political parties has been so key. The fact that opposition MPs, the opposition parties have been dismembered by the government side. Number two, Sabina Chege is a casualty of Ruto Rigathi fallout. He's a casualty of Ruto Rigathi fallout. Maybe I want to believe that even if Ruto and Rigathi were all behind the Jubilee coup, but there was the person who was leading the pact. And most probably this could be Rigiji. And if Rigiji was leading that, then Rigiji falls out with Ruto, and the fallout is not beat, but the fallout on the ideology, because that seems to be what's going on, then there is a problem. And you know, as we talk, the Gachagua is pushing for a meeting with William Ruto, with Uhuru Kenyatta, a reconciliation with Uhuru Kenyatta. There have even reports that some party was to be organized for Uhuru Kenyatta to attend. I will look at it maybe at some point. So Ruto Rigathi fallout is why the knee has loses. He has lost that protection. Firstly, it's also a clear signal that Uhuru influence is still there. That party belongs to Uhuru Kenyatta. It might have pulled the string. Maybe it might have placed a call to Wetangula, told Wetangula that, yeah, you just do, you know. They also don't want to meddle with the president. The more this is going on. And lastly, also link it to the parliament. The government is avoiding mayhem and chaos because King Charles II is coming in the country, I think over this weekend. So they want to make sure that things are at peace, and they will not want that drama. So Azimio just seized that opportunity to ensure that things happen their way. You never know, maybe King Charles will visit the parliament. Will he visit the parliament in their chaos about if Azimio MPs boycott? You know, there's so many issues. There's so many factors on table. Thank you.